Hey guys, Colin here from Westbank Anglers, here with some more tips and tricks on how to properly seat your rod and also how to take it apart when sometimes it can be a little difficult. To properly seat the rod, you can go either which way you like. I typically like to start with the tip and work my way back down to the butt of the rod. Makes it a little easier, and then you're not really setting the rod down quite yet. So once you've put on your first three, you're going to work back down towards the butt here, and then an important part of putting the rod together is properly seating the rod so that it doesn't come apart. When rods come apart, it's typically a great way to break the rod. If it slips off while you're casting, it's typically going to splinter and create a bunch of microfractures in the rod, and then it'll break at some point. So the way I kind of like to do it is going in and kind of torquing the rod or the next ferrule up at a 45-degree angle from where you're trying to end up. So once you get there, you're just going to properly just kind of push and then twist to match the rod segments up. Some rod companies have dots to make it a little easier, but you can kind of just look down it and see if you're straight or not. But properly seeing that rod is going to make sure that your rod is going to last a lot longer. All right, now that you've seated your rod properly, it might be a little stubborn when you go to disassemble it. So I'd say first and foremost, if you can't just get it out by pulling, you want to avoid really putting a lot of tension on that ferrule. So a good way to do it is taking the rod behind your knees and pushing outwards with your knees to then take the rod apart. It's going to relieve a lot of the pressure off the ferrules. Nice, quick, and easy way to do it. Another way to do it is you'll grab a buddy, and you're both going to grab on each side of the ferrule that's stuck, and you're both going to push and pull at the same time to get the rod out. And the third way, which happens to me quite often on saltwater trips, a lot of times these fibers are going to expand and contract, and when they get really stubborn, my favorite way to get them undone is just taking a paper towel, getting it wet, putting it in the freezer for a couple minutes, and then you're just going to take the frozen paper towel and wrap over your ferrule, let it sit for a second, and then the rod will come out with ease. And that's how to properly assemble and disassemble your rod. Thanks for tuning in.